Night ride on the track.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? How y'all doing? And welcome to this Saturday morning Berkeley. As you know, I'm here. I wasn't here last night. Sorry about that, but hey, sickness call.
Yeah.
But like I say, man, welcome, man. Got a special guest. I'm gonna give to him last, but I got a special guest. But the rest of the crew is here this morning, man. What's going on, Big Ant, man? How you doing?
What's happening, Coach?
Oh,
Hey, we back, baby. We here. We might be strolling in, but we here.
and down below me, we got the Jamaican of the crew.
You dig what I'm saying?
What's going on, Fresh? How you doing, brother?
Right.
Good. We in
Yeah,
here.
that's our Steve Harvey right there.
You feel me? You got to keep it up.
The number one answer is no, just man. Anyway, and to the corner under Big Ant down there, man. Y'all know who he is. He's a little older these days now. Just a little bit. Anyway, down and below, man, we got Mr. White, DOG.
What's happening? You're still celebrating too.
Still celebrating.
The whole month.
The whole goddamn.
The whole month. Yes, sir.
You're Pisces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all birthday time though, it's Aries time now, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta let it go. And it's Aries month. Y'all gotta let it go. Let it go, y'all Pisces. Y'all some long-hearted people. Y'all don't never let shit go, do you?
No.
Anyway, hey man, today, man, we got an interesting. Well, I ain't call it interesting. We got a show. You know, we had that pro day. I keep calling it combine. Pro day this past weekend from Georgia, man.
Right.
We got some interesting takes out there. What's going on? I've never seen 37 members of one coaching staff at one combine.
Yeah.
That is very I ain't gonna say unheard of, but I've never seen it. It was like,
I mean, pro days are basically our combines.
technically what they are, but not with one team, not with all the whole staff there.
Yeah.
You had OC, DC, special team, running back,
And
wide receiver,
front office people.
You had fucking.
Well,
you had ladies. You even had the secretary ladies in there.
Coach, we ain't used to seeing, people actually handling business on a professional level. Just saying, we used to all this tomfoolery and forgetfulness and laziness, at the front office and in some cases coaching staff as well. So I mean, seeing the guys dot the I's and cross the T's the way they've been doing it, being present and being serious about their work is brand new to this fan base.
Yeah, actually looking like a real organization.
Yeah, facts.
They came in like they really got their mafia shit. It was crazy. Yeah. I was like, these motherfuckers, they still coming. 37 coaches and staff members, man. That's crazy. But hey, there must be somebody that was looking at. Did the game know what would be fucked up though? I was thinking about. I wonder they don't grab nobody from Georgia.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. That's a possibility.
I mean, they was deep like that at Georgia Tech,
but not 37. They had 14, not 37. But then again, I think Athens a little closer to Atlanta than Zachariah Branch. I think I could. Well, no. Yeah, I think Athens a little closer.
I think they said like 40 miles.
Yeah, from Athens and Flower Branch.
49.
Okay. Yeah, 49. I mean,
so
that's what
man. But yeah, let me get a shout out to the people in the chat before we get started in this little, I ain't gonna call it a debate, but this little talk about what happened this weekend.
Conversation.
Conversation. That's it. We got Silk Legends in the house. King Tradeways, what's going on? Silk. I said Silk. What's up, D. Coleman? Tracy Coleman's in the house. Cap for life. Who else I got in here? I thought I seen Miss PJ earlier. Miss PJ, what's going on? Good morning to you too.
Hey, Auntie.
What's up, Don? How you doing, sir? What's going on? Dante Rozier. Mucho, what's going on? Must got a break from that truck today. That's why he's
right.
A137 Sauce TV. What's happening, man? How you doing? But anyway, I got some questions, man. I mentioned to those guys before you came in fresh. Just some questions. Are the Falcons with this showing this week? Are the Falcons trying to become the next, I guess, Atlanta Bulldogs, whatever? Or do they look like that or something? Or are we just there just for more support?
I think we're doing everything the right way. We're finally looking in our own backyard like we supposed to have doing.
Right.
Yeah. And I think we, as just overall, what they're doing to the team, I think we're finally building a team, not a show. Not trying to get players just to put on a performance. We're actually building the team to go out there and win.
Okay. What about you, Big Air? How you feel?
Well, that's a great point. I mean, we're actually building the team from the ground up. You know, like they've been saying this whole offseason, we're raising the floor. And our weakest link is no longer our weakest link.
Okay. What about you, OG?
I think it's some legitimacy. The organization looking like they're standing on business as to what Ian Cunningham said. We're gonna build, and develop from the ground up. And there may be some legitimate, like I said, some legitimate calls to be at Georgia strongly like that. A couple of players that could help, from receiver, tight end to offensive line, defensive line, linebacker. So it's looking like a professional organization at this point.
Now it's kind of funny you talk about tight end just now. They say off the depth ran a 4.4, 4.49. He jumped almost 30 some inches. High 30s, boy 35. That boy explosive. So I got another topic about him. I ain't gonna talk about him today, but yeah. Depending what happened to Cal. So that's another story. But yeah, man. Yeah. Now, so let's start talking about some of these players then. Do y'all think the Falcons were looking at CJ, or he was just one of the people that was there? Is he a person we should be seriously looking at? Seeing though we don't have a first round pick.
If they think he's gonna be there, I'm gonna maintain what I've been saying for the last few weeks. If they have a guy in mind that they feel strong enough about to move up in the first round, I think that may happen. But you have some guys they feel like that are gonna be there in the second. That may be the move. There was a lot of conversating going on with Branch. There was a lot of conversating going on with Delp and Bell, and a couple of offensive linemen. We have to see. I mean, if you ask me, free agency telling me that it may be an O lineman or a receiver first.
That's been my constituents with what we've been doing in the free agency. I definitely feel like it's an offensive player that we going after first. With that first, second round pick. And then like OG Sam said, I think we could possibly move up in that first round at the end back there and grab something. Maybe give up some next year's capital. Even that way, we'll still have our first round, and then all we gotta do is work on getting some of the background picks. You know what I'm saying?
But that just to get off the subject, there's a new rule change that I want to say Cleveland proposed. I don't know if I read this.
Oh yeah, that
pushing it way back to like 31, 5 years.
Yeah,
5 years.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about last night, Sam. They were saying like they wanted to be able to use draft picks up to 5 years out instead of just 3 years out.
But that's and they got the means of what next month? I think what the NFL means next month. I think what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If that rule that goes, man, that's a chance you may see.
Yeah, that's gonna make some real sticky business. That's gonna make some interesting things going on. Because now you're gonna start seeing players go for 3, 4 first round picks and stuff like that.
That's 5 years back. And that was just 3 now. Yeah, I think it's just 3 right now.
Yep.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, Miss PJ said, what piques my interest is that Ian Cunningham is draft picks and draft capital 100%. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man, what Ian's gonna be doing. But there's some hidden gems, man. I looked at it again also. That what's it, Michael Mars, the old lineman. I think he played guard this past year, or was it? Yeah, I think he was a guard, but he can't play center. I think he's gonna be a sleeper. He's one of those guys that's gonna be a sleeper that nobody's really talking about. So that's a person you need to keep your eye on. I don't know if he may get drafted, maybe a late round draft, but he's one of those guys that nobody's talking about. That Kirby had big praise for him and everything. So that's like I say, that we got to keep looking, man. All right, what we got?
Definitely. Because we don't know what McGarry's going to be, you know what I'm saying, in his journey back. And you know what I'm saying, and then Callahan, he likes a certain type of center.
Right. Do y'all think the Falcons will bring in another kicker for competition? Because I heard the special team guy was watching Brent Thornton the whole time.
Well,
he's better than both of these guys. I'm gonna tell you this.
I wouldn't mind that, man. That.
I think has better kicking angles for punting than both of those guys we have on the roster right now. He's better than the kid. Although he ain't been in the pro, but he's better than this kid that we have right now, Bailey. Because Bailey money ain't guaranteed either. So,
well, that means that there's a strong possibility then.
So,
ain't nothing wrong with
competition anyway, right?
Make sure y'all stay on your jobs,
especially at that position due to the events of this previous season.
Yeah. Losing 3 to 4 games just on some kicks. Come on, man.
On a special team, yeah, it killed us.
Yeah.
Extra points.
Right.
Come on, man.
Now, I got 3 wide receivers up here. I'm gonna ask you guys on this wide receiver session. Who would you be willing to take? If I think they're gonna be undrafted anyway. I don't know why. Kobe Young, Noah Thomas, Dylan Bell. Those 3 wide receivers.
Dylan Bell.
Give me Dylan Bell.
Dylan Bell?
Yep.
More versatile. I can do more with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a good 4 wide receiver 4 guy for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll add more value.
To me, he's like a Cordell Patterson, Debo Samuel type. That's what he is to me.
Pretty much. Yes.
And he blocks well. So
Very
and I think that's going to be the type of receiver that
he's looking for. Yeah,
that can block as well.
So that's why
now
I say
those other two guys, I think they'll develop into better overall wide receivers than Bell.
Yeah, because
but
they contest the ball. They both 6'5".
Mm-hmm. So. But like just being that special gadget, that tool, that every gadget thing tool, you know what I'm saying? That's where he outshines them at.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Let me see. What else we got here? All right. This is just a question I got here. If the Falcon was to walk out the draft with 3 players from Georgia, which 3 players would you draft?
Christian Miller.
Okay, that's one.
CJ Anderson. Zachariah Branch.
Okay.
Ditto.
So those are your 3 top ones.
Yep.
Now, you have no first round pick. CJ's gone. I'm gonna put some people on the board. Allen's gone. You got Monroe Freeland, just mentioned Monroe Freeland's there. Or Zachariah Branch. Who do you pick?
Zachariah.
You still picking Zachariah over the lineman?
Yeah. But if I'm going from our GM perspective, it'd probably be the lineman over the receiver.
Right, that's what I would think too. The trenches. I think he's gonna kill this trenches first, though. If you're anybody in Georgia, those guys was there, but I think it's lineman. Those 3 guys. You look at Miller, Morris, and Freeland. Those are the guys I think that the GM will really want out of that group right there. I like Zach like everybody else, but I think because they have OZ, I think he can do the same. I ain't gonna say he can do the same thing as Zach because nobody can catch the ball and make people miss like Zach can.
I mean, you got Callahan, best offensive line coach in the league on your staff and in the war room. I'm thinking lineman.
I can see a lineman from somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking lineman.
It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be very, very.
But again, I maintain if and it's a big if, because if they have a person in mind, if Branch is the guy they have in mind, you know what I'm saying? You know, from that standpoint, and they feel like he's not gonna be where we are in a second. I mean, do they feel strongly enough to move up to get him? Is he worth making that move to go get it if they feel strongly enough, you know what I'm saying, they want him in our receiver room?
Me personally, I think he'll be a luxury. I don't think they'll.
Who is that?
Zach.
Yeah, he's a luxury. Is he a luxury pick or he's a missing piece?
I think he's a luxury pick.
Okay, so he's not the missing piece.
Because I feel like if we stay steadfast where we at, we can still land a receiver that can fill the role that we need him to fill.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't need to reach.
You don't have, like especially what they did in the offseason. I feel like we definitely don't have to reach for anything. We can let everything fall to us this year. That way, when we get our first round pick and get our other picks next year, then you can do all the little fancy, whatever. This year, set the table and stuff.
So if a Rivers from Georgia Tech is sitting there in the 3rd, do you get it?
See, there you go, right there.
That's okay. I got a question for you there. At 48, that's the first pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, CJ Allen's there as well as Miller there. Do you pass on offense again?
That's hard.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. If a guy like that is, if a guy like them was sitting there, you don't pass. You don't.
That's first round talent sitting there right there for you.
Yeah. If it dropped right in your lap,
mm-hmm.
You better run to the podium.
Yes.
Now, but who you gonna take? Okay. Zach's there too.
Give me Miller.
Those three guys are there. You gonna take Miller?
Out of all three, I take Miller.
You take Miller?
Yeah.
What y'all think in the chat? Who would y'all take? Christian Miller, CJ Allen, or Zach? If they're all there at 48, who are you taking?
I'm gonna take Miller.
Would Branch be a reach right there?
Not at that 48 spot.
No, he won't.
Okay, well then I'm taking Branch then.
Well, if you add in Miller and CJ Allen, he kind of could be a reach because
that's what I'm saying. His draft grade compared to Allen and Miller.
Yeah.
What would be more important?
I would go Miller.
All right.
It's right now because what they've done in free agency.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
We brought in two wide receivers. That
was in Zacchaeus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it's crazy. After that, when I wrote these questions, I was a little under the weather when I wrote these questions. But defense wins championships.
Uh-huh.
I think the offense, as of now, if you look at the whole point of offense, the offense, as long as the quarterback stuff works out all right, the offense going to put points up. Our problem was we couldn't stop the run last year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I don't think that'll be a problem this year.
I don't plan on being a problem. But who'd you take, CJ Allen, or would you take Wilkes? Would you take Miller? Because CJ, do we ever see? Well, we just brought the kid in from what's called. So, and he's almost like a CJ Allen. He plays almost the same way.
I go Miller. If you asking me out of those two, I'm going Miller.
If you think about it, I would have to go Miller.
Yeah.
Because you do have a guy you just brought in that plays similar to what CJ does.
Yep.
So
sounds like it's consensus vote on Miller.
And then you did bring in Shandon Tindall too. Played the same way too. So I don't think linebacker is going to be that wanted need now. I don't think.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Because of what we just brought in, I'm just looking at the free agent pool we just brought in.
Chris Harris.
Yeah, and Shandon Tindall. Yeah. Both of those guys play almost the same thing. So, yeah. So it to me it would have to be Miller. So, but then again, do all quarterbacks need more weapons?
I think you can get those more weapons in the later rounds if you ask me.
So you do got what's called who's similar. The kid from Tech is similar to what he's not fast as the kid from Georgia, but he's similar. He plays
Rivers.
Rivers plays almost the same.
I'm starting to see Giovanni Bernard being a second round to maybe a later round pick.
But a lot of people ain't sold on Giovanni.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. Because he slipped kind of fast.
He slipped fast, yeah. So apparently he didn't do something right.
And I think Braswell is going to be a first rounder for some reason. For some strange reason, I can see him going
with the Brazil or Braswell,
somebody. The Brazil.
So yeah, I like him too. But he ain't. Then again, I see him taking screens to the house too. So he just long. That's his thing. Question: is fixing the defense still the priority then, or are we just overcorrected?
I think it's still a priority, but I think it's not as big as it was. I mean, they made some substantial additions to fill in some blanks. But again, you're sitting there, 48 and Allen or Miller, or what I'm saying, or even freshest guy.
The mullet.
If the mullet is there, I'm just saying, just some things you're not gonna be able to pass on.
So, okay. Who are we taking? CJ Allen or the mullet? I know
mullet.
I know fresh.
Come on, coach.
I want to talk to fresh anyway. Yeah, on that one. I know where he's going, but
no, sorry, no silver platter right there.
I like Allen, but fresh has kind of sold me on the mullet.
Oh, I like the mullet too. But
my
God.
Or a guy like Caleb Banks,
Lee Hunter, X guy.
Yeah, there are a couple of guys.
I'm going to say this though. I'm going to say this. We know for a fact, and we've seen this over the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia's starting D linemen all have produced.
Yeah,
that's fact.
So,
yeah,
Christian Miller or Lee Hunter.
I go Christian. I like both of them like equally, so I will go either or.
The reason I would pick Miller if Miller's there over Lee Hunter is that the pedigree of Georgia D linemen. They're trained different. Yeah, they're all trained different. I know Lee Hunter had a great season.
That is true. Yeah,
they're trained different. They have that you can't stop me attitude, and we've seen it. We know we've seen it under Kirby's watch. We've seen those D linemen wreck games.
Yeah, Georgia just got more proven commodities coming out right now, as of right now.
Right.
So, I mean, Lee Hunter has been the first in a minute.
Yeah,
D lineman from Tech that you didn't really just really know of, and that you didn't heard about.
Correct. That you heard about, yeah.
So that's what I think really what is making him more intriguing, because it's like, dang, Tech ain't never used it. We ain't used to hearing good defensive players come out of Tech. So it's like it's a little different.
Yeah, they put one out there each of the last 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I want to say I'm the first one that said something about Lee Miller on the show. Me and Ant was talking about it one day and was like, "Yeah,
me and you was talking about it."
Yeah. So that was like early after the season was over.
Yeah.
So
he built different. Like, there's something about him, but it's like what you saying, Coach. That system that Georgia got down there is different.
Yeah, it's different.
They breed talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody Fabio shot out ass.
Kirby and Schumann doing some real down
there.
Yeah.
All those Schumann look funny. That's another story too.
Yeah.
There y'all go. There it is, right there.
He does, man. We got some funny looking people in this world. All right. At 79. Okay. At 79. Okay. Say we already went defense. Do we continue to go defense? Or do we go offense now? Do we get a lineman or do we go where?
Again, it's another one of them situations.
Best man on the board, or do we
That's what I'm saying, because it may be some strong ones still left on the board become third round. That probably should have been first or second round. You know, I'm just it's again that may be another the third round, may be another one of them rounds where you can't let this particular guy go past you.
Yeah, and then we don't know who gonna be the oddballs in the draft, because you know it's always somebody who want to be different.
Always one,
right?
And throw the whole draft off.
Yep.
So we don't
where
know
is the first run gonna come? That's the question.
And there's I think 4 or maybe 5 teams with 2 first round picks this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like 4, I think. Yeah, it's a lot. But shit.
I think the first run may actually be a linebacker run.
But the first round, that's a lot of them out there.
Yeah,
linebacker, linebacker.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, that first run may be linebacker and possibly receiver.
Yeah, a lot of team lead, whole bunch of team lead wide receivers.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the way I think I got to look at it again, but I think the way the draft is set up, I think it's a lot of defensive players that's gonna come off first, because a lot of them teams needed defense.
Yeah, I see a lot of D linemen going too early for some reason. We got 32 picks, so I'm gonna break it down. I see 2 quarterbacks, maybe one in the first round, maybe one.
We know for one guaranteed.
We know for sure.
First.
We know for
we know one is already
possible 2. Somebody may just reach for a second. Whoever, I don't know who number 2 is anyway. They're gonna reach for him, whoever the hell he is.
Where the Jets sitting at?
They're picking number 2.
Okay,
that's a back quarterback at like 19.
I don't think the Jets gonna take a quarterback. I don't think so.
Ooh.
I think they might try to build their offense. I mean, their defense.
I think so too. I think the Jets are solid because they have what they call it free agency well with D-line defense. I think they still need quarterbacks in the edge. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting for that group. But I see probably like 6, 7 wide receivers going in the first round.
That's what I was thinking.
I see about 6 or 7 of those wide receivers going.
Mm-hmm.
Linebackers, real linebackers, not edge guys. I see about 4 of those. And I see some couple D linemen. Don't know how many, but I see a couple. It's gonna be interesting.
You think that DT from Alabama will go in the first?
I don't think Tim.
Tim definitely slid. He might go in the 4th now.
Yeah, I see 4th round with him. So
I had him at least a second, like kind of like late second, high third.
What made him slide? I mean, because this is new information to me. I'm just asking.
The combine of his combine.
He did not look good at all.
He's only like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, 6'1".
Yeah, so he's wide, but he's short, but he's strong. He one of those guys that be a steal that you can get in that 4th round or that 3rd for sure.
Yeah.
But if he's there in the 4th, do you take him?
I mean, we did swap 4th pick, so we picking 122 now. 122, so I would take him at a 122.
Yeah, I would too. I would have to.
Yeah, he's good.
He did some ugly. That was an ugly stuff. I was like, but then again, we picked up a DB. I think Cindy Brown is not a bad safety.
Yeah, I definitely.
That's what I was saying.
And he can play. He can play everywhere.
But y'all gotta realize, Philadelphia they had people because they wasn't using everybody. They got too many safeties and too many DBs anyway.
They
a lot top guys too. So
yeah, for sure.
That guy said Sidney Brown. I said that's Chet. That's what's coming, brother.
That's Chase brother.
Yeah, that's his brother. So that's okay.
That's what I was saying in the previous conversation, but it was being dismissed as He's just gonna be a special teams like you know.
No,
he's just a death piece.
I think I actually because y'all know him and Billy Bowman about the same height.
Yeah, they play. If you go watch their film, they play
the They both played the same position.
I'm just saying, I think it was a valuable piece to get.
Yeah, but we gave it those. We traded back on that 114 though to 122. And that 122 may be a DB. I think we still need to add on to the cornerback.
We still need a.
Yeah,
I mean,
now is this quarterback class? Do y'all consider this quarterback class to be relatively deep, or is it weak? Is weak?
Cornerback.
I say it's weak to me. I feel that it's weak. I could be wrong, but I feel
there's a couple of them that stick out, but
I said you got too many Justin Fields in this draft.
Hey, quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about cornerback, not quarterback.
You said quarterback or quarterback. I can't hear what he said.
Cornerback.
Oh, cornerback.
Corner.
Okay,
CB.
I was reading the wrong. I heard the wrong thing.
It's CB.
Yeah, that I think it's deep.
It's pretty deep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely.
Oh my god.
Definitely, it's going to be quite a bit of unknown guys that can make an impact.
Right.
This is where your scouting team and your film department got to do their job.
But I'm gonna let you guys know that's gonna be a lot of good undraftees out there too.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of undraftees.
That's what I'm looking at.
There's only 257 people getting picked.
Yep.
So there's only 257. Now that's why I say I think Dylan Bell can become a Falcon. I don't think nobody because people look at the Dylan Bell type thing. You look at his numbers don't stand out to you. You realize a lot of these people they look at numbers. They don't look at play.
Yeah.
So he said Georgia. Nathan Ford said look at Georgia Tech Jordan Van. Oh, that's a white kid. That Jordan Van Brandenburg. Yeah, he's solid. I like him too. That could be a steal that you can pick up late. Like I said, we do got a white kid. What's going? He can play edge now. I just hope he's better than the kid we brought in last year who didn't do nothing for us. The man didn't make he didn't make the roster. That's how bad it was.
Oh man.
So
talking about
Fox, yeah, he was Fox. Fox is way out the league.
He went down the foxhole. That's what.
Still trying to crawl his way out. Now, just another question: should the Falcon be preparing for Jake Matthews' departure now?
Depends on. I think it depends on what Callahan does with Nelson.
So you think Nelson's gonna be the heir apparent, or
I think that's easy with Callahan. If we had anybody else other than Callahan at the O-line coach, I'd be like, we picking somebody.
Okay. Now, I said this last week. What if they draft a guard, prepare him to play guard, then you move Bergeron to
tackle
his natural position?
Do you do that? But do you do that?
Personally, I wouldn't want to do that. I want to leave Bergeron right where he at. I'd rather just draft somebody with talent for that left tackle position and let Callahan mold them.
Now, like you guys just said, he's the best offensive lineman coach probably in the NFL. We know that for sure. Why can't we make that move? Why do you guys feel that move's not a good move? If he's that good, you understand what I'm saying? because Bergeron has he has those ballerina feet. The boy can move he move his feet. He's the natural tackle. That's his position, natural.
Yeah, he is, but he's taken to that left guard position like a dog on the bone.
We've seen that happen before. What y'all got? What's his name? Yeah, I remember Joe Thomas' first year he played guard. Because they had what's going on.
You would pick a good example.
I'm just his first year he played guard, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, if we make that pick and we hit a home run with that pick, let's do it.
See, Nathan Floyd I'm making an example because Nathan Floyd just put the guy there. Keelan Rutledge, kid out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
He can go in that position to be a mogul.
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever makes the team better, honestly.
I agree. I'm just putting this conversation out there because Jake is getting old. We can say, it's a Matthews, but Jake showed some slowness last year, man.
I mean,
he showed a lot of slowness last year.
It's to that point. It's to that time. I mean, I think and Jake, and I've from some of the stuff I've seen, Jake is already set up for life after football.
Oh, he's set now. And just to spin is just a little bit too. Y'all gotta realize Jake was a starting guard when he was in college. He wasn't a starting tackle. They moved Jake out to tackle. So for 1 year, did y'all see Jake going inside? I'm just asking questions.
I think that would help him.
I do too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he'll have protection on both sides of them.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm just looking at pass, and we do got the O-line coach that can probably make it happen.
Yeah, it might be already in play. We just don't know yet.
We don't know exactly.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, having Callahan kind of changes life and the possibilities right now at this point.
Yeah. All right. Now, to get off that right here, I got a crazy question. I was lonely yesterday, so I got questions. Why I ain't getting the answer. Yeah. Right. Next question. If you the GM, for your first pick, what are you gonna do? Draft defense, draft a weapon, or trade back? You the GM. Chat, talk to me.
It depends on what my team is looking like. What did I do in the off season?
You see what the team done. You're witness to what it's done. What would you do if you the GM?
If we're talking us, then I'm probably gonna go offensive player.
Offense. So you're gonna draft a weapon.
Most likely.
Okay. George Texas said defense. What everybody in the chat think? What about you, Big Ant? What you got?
I might double down on defense.
Okay. What about you, OG?
Well, just doubling down on my, thought from a while back. Defense does win championships. And if I want to make it safe for my team, I would make a move for maybe one or two guys in the first one or two defensively.
Y'all know my strategy. I'm trading back. I'm just saying I'm trading back. That's my strategy.
Now you saying trading? Would that be moving into the first, or you just saying trading back? Right.
He said trade back.
Okay. You can build your team off more people.
Yeah.
Because the reason I said trade back to get more picks. This draft has got enough players in there. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna find a gym somewhere if you got more picks. That's how it usually works. You find that gym having more picks. 5 picks, you probably can find a GM also. But with more picks, I say 7 or 8 picks. If you can trade back and get more picks,
swings at it.
Yeah, you get more swing at it. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So I would trade back because you don't have a first round pick. You trade back from 48 to I say 55, no more than that, and you get a
back
second.
into the second.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
it's a lot of things you can do, man. But I'm not the GM. That's up to Ian. He. And the only thing good about Ian, he is a Georgia kid, so he knows talent. He probably played with a lot of talent because he did come from Georgia. He did get a scholarship to go to Virginia.
He remember he was an offensive lineman.
He was an offensive lineman.
Yep.
So I'm sure he's gonna be able to pick us the trenches.
Yeah. Again, you got him and Callahan in that war room. I'm just saying. You know, and then we're going to drop a lot of work on the offensive line, defensive line. Now we're talking weapons. Who's the biggest and strongest name as a weapon? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's receiver or tight end, that you would say in your mind, I can't go past that guy.
You think your brother saved your life?
I don't have anybody, in my opinion, that I couldn't go past weapon wise. I think it's more defensive players it's more defensive players that I wouldn't want to just go past more than.
Yeah, I said weapons. That don't necessarily mean offense.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, it's some players. The mullet, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those DTs. Caleb Downs and not Caleb Downs, but Caleb Banks. Some safeties. If we wasn't good at safety, there's some safeties I wouldn't want to go past.
Right.
Krager.
I still want to look at corner.
Yeah, we did see a few corners when we was watching the defensive backs during the combine and in the Senior Bowl and Shrine game.
Mm-hmm.
How would you guys feel if the Falcons at 48 Falcons draft the cornerback out of Georgia?
That's cool with me.
Everett.
I take Everett.
When we did a draft last week, I traded back, and I still got him. So
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Everett,
I'm gonna definitely say it like this. I'm not gonna judge us until the entire it's over. Yeah, I want to see the whole thing we do. I ain't gonna just judge us off of picks because people get into that. Oh, we made this pick, this team. We ain't trying to win. We ain't trying.
If you're sitting here right now and you got the mindset, oh, we ain't trying to win. You don't know football. With all of what we've done, if you're sitting there with that mindset, you don't know football.
They're trying to win, bro. I tell you. Neutral said, what position? I'm trading back. I'm going to focus on stopping that run. If I trade back, I'm focused on stopping the run. Like I said, I think this offense
double dipping at that D-line spot.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would solidify that D-line spot.
We only signed some 1-year guys to this.
And we ain't signed no horses. We ain't signed no Wells though. We ain't signed no Wells though. We got some light ass guy we signed. We ain't signed no big body.
I think we got one or two that's right around.
What about Haynes?
Who's that? Haynes King?
They close.
What about Haynes? From the Chargers?
He's only 304. He can stop the run. He's a run stopper, but he's not a one tech. He's more like a 3-4 guy, 3-4 guy. So he plays over guard. He plays over the guard. He doesn't play over the center.
We need something that's 315 and up.
Yeah,
and then above. Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's always my concept. You know, I like heavy guys on you know what I'm saying, on the interior myself. So, you know, give me something 330, you know, 320, 330, clogging up some shit, you know.
Yeah. But what I'm seeing with this, what they have brought in, I'm looking at a 4-3 defense. That's what I'm looking at. That's what the guys we have 4-3 guys. However, what you can counter that with is when you're 3-4, you're gonna always have a person over the center. That means one of your linebackers gonna be up over the center, make decisions. So that's the only way I can see that 3-4 working, if you got somebody over that center every time. That means you're gonna have 5 people on the line no matter what you're looking at instead of.
Yeah, because we kind of did that.
That's the only way you can do it. Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. But what the Falcons are trying to do this year, they're trying to just rush with 4. They bring in people that's gonna beat man to man. So they're trying to rush with 4 people instead of rushing with the 5 that we did last year. That's how we got so many sacks last year, because we had 5 guys rushing.
If we can get pressure with 4 guys consistently,
yes,
and get those kind of numbers that we got last season or better, okay.
That's what I'm seeing right now, because what we're bringing in now, we're bringing in 3-4 guys. I mean 4-3 guys. We're not bringing in 3-4 guys. Everybody we're bringing in are 3-4 defensive players. So that means that now, as I think about it, that means we may be dropping a linebacker. As I think about what I'm looking at now, but
that's what I'm saying.
Bingo.
So I had to think about it for a second there. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
Linebacker or receiver?
That's a lot of linebacker. I mean, not linebacker. That's a lot of wide receivers in this draft.
Yeah.
It depends on your flavor. You know, I mean, if this class is just that deep, then okay, then more than likely the linebackers will be first. A linebacker will be first.
I love the 4-3 defense.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, these are the people that they looking at the round they get on the draft table. This is just Georgia people. Then we're gonna start talking about the stuff. CJ Allen, they looking at 2nd and 3rd round. I don't know how he fell somewhere.
They said he looked as stiff at his pro date and stuff, and looked as sloppy.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ran at it. Did he run at the combine?
No, he just got. Remember, he had that injury at the end of the season. He played.
Oh yes, so yeah.
Right. That okay.
He could fall to us too.
Yeah. If people are like, okay, you know, the injury and then not looking that well pro day combine, I mean, he could slide. He could slide.
Now this is okay. Don't know if they do this, but some players have bad because other teams that, man, if you hit this round, we're gonna draft him.
Yeah.
Do some crazy stuff. They got Dalen Everett. They have 3rd and 4th round. Christian Miller, I don't know how he dropped to 4th or 5th round, because he's not known like that. We know who he is, but a lot of people don't know who he is.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think because if you look at like Daniel Jeremiah, Bucky Bruce, they always have them kind of ranked.
Yeah,
they mostly have a lot of the DTs kind of ranked back in their
right. Yeah, in the 3rd, 4th round.
Back into the 25 to the 50 range.
Yeah.
I don't see Miller going past the 3rd round.
I don't see him going past the 2nd round.
Who?
Watch him play, Miller.
Yeah, I mean, if you're of the mindset and you've done your homework, and you might be right, Coach. But with him not getting that ink like that, it'll be 3rd. It'll be no further than the 3rd.
Yeah. He made the third round, and he's there. Oh my God!
Yeah. If he's still there when it comes to our pick in the third, if we go past him, I just did something wrong.
Yeah. And he got Oscar Depp, 5th and 6th round person, possible.
The tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't have the numbers. His numbers are not great. We know, like I said, we see what he do. The SEC see what he do.
Yeah.
The rest of the world don't see it because he don't have those numbers like Sadiq, those guys like that. He don't have those numbers.
Yeah, it's not eye popping.
But if Oscar Depp's there in that 4th round, and like I said, this stuff still ain't over. We don't know what the hell gonna happen with Cal. I don't think he's going to work because him and BJ are in Italy right now. They're on vacation in Italy. So I don't think Cal going nowhere because when I see stuff like that,
Cal's gonna be here. The unicorn gonna be here.
So, but yeah,
I don't think we tag him if he wasn't.
Yeah, it's a money saving thing. It's a money saving technique. That's what it was. I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway,
I've seen so much.
You guys want to do a mock draft today? Yes, no? Anybody? OG?
I mean, we can. You already know.
I'm about to anybody.
We can
make it happen.
Because tournament games don't get started till later on, right?
Yeah. That's why I ain't gonna be on the long.
I think one about to come on.
One finna come on and come in. That's why I ain't gonna be on the long because I know everybody want to watch that basketball thing.
Well, who is it?
We have the Callus.
Do we know who it is?
Mother will be.
Because all the times I done seen across the ticker, it's been like 4:30 type shit. I know the women's are getting started around 2:00. Or there's some that's
Michigan and St. Louis about to come on.
It's 9 o'clock this morning. Okay.
At noon.
Michigan and St. Louis at noon.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up later.
Somebody wants somebody.
What's up?
All right.
You gonna talk to me?
We're gonna get one. We're gonna get one in.
Yep.
Get one in. Who's gonna do it? Y'all want me to do it? Y'all gonna do it?
Oh man. Even with these bifocals, I can't see.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
I mean, if my screen was a little bit bigger, it might be a little different.
Okay. I start this one. Y'all ready?
Right.
This is it's gonna have some trades in it. So just be prepared. Be realistic trades this time because I know we ain't gonna get all that. All that.
We're not swinging for the fences this time.
Nobody offered me trades.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Damn.
I'm drafting on what we got from this free agent class and so on. So.
Right.
Okay. This should be.
Yeah. Nobody offered me a trade. That's so strange. Did Zach go already?
Oh yeah.
No, he's right there. Can't do that. I hear the song going. Wow, still ain't there. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna look at one more position. One more position. My guy's there though.
Oh God, oh yeah.
People sleeping on that cat, man. All right. This is my take. I'm gonna give you why I'm picking this skit right here. We're gonna move Bergeron to tackle. It's just my take. It's my take. I'm going to get my.
You starting off with nasty work already.
Yeah, I'm just going on best. So I got me a guard. All right. Now they're gonna get some offers right now. Watch we get all the offers. We get all these offers. Told you.
There it is. Yep.
Let me see what they're talking about. I ain't going back too far. Okay, I can do that. I can get that. But I want something else. I want that one. And give me your 5th next year. Let's see what you do. You took it. All right. Now I just got me an extra pick and I got an extra for next year.
Bam.
All right. I got me a lineman. Now I need a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going. I like Dion. But he ain't the guy I want. See somebody offer me another trade. How far they go back and listen? That's too far. Can't do that. I could, but I can't. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still only what? 2, 3. Okay. I just need a wide receiver. All right, now I'm through here. I'm through trading. We're done trading. You'll see why. All right, there we go. Now I get the wide receiver. Brendan Thompson, CJ Daniel. This guy has moved up on the board a lot too, but I don't want him.
Yeah, struggling. Yeah.
He moved up a lot.
I like CJ.
Me too. Oh, that was ugly.
We put a formal interview in with your Malik Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. He's there. That's he used to be
Yeah,
there.
he's there.
He's my guy.
Oh, there go your other.
I see Tacario. I like Malik because every time we used to pick, he's always gone.
Mm-hmm. There go Tim Allen right there, all the way down there. Yeah, he dropped even more.
He dropped a lot. And we got that 196 back. Oh, this is new again. Linebacker came back up again. Because it was gone last week.
Mm-hmm.
There's some linebackers out there that nobody talks about. See, there's your boy Perkins right there.
Yeah, Terrell Perkins.
Sorry's there too.
Yeah. I think Perkins is gonna drop because he told New Orleans he want them to come get him. You want to be one of them. You want to get swamped.
I mean, he is at home, so
I grab him just to make him mad. Now you got to play against him.
Yeah.
Just to be petty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need no quarterback.
Hey, Miss Christie, how you doing?
Don't need him. We got a safety in already. What I got so far? I got 3 picks so far. What I got so far? 1, 2, 3. Still got to get a linebacker. I don't want to pick nobody. Yes, I'm going to cruise. Not yet. Oh, this is ugly. I hate doing these sometimes. What's my top edges? Yep, I'm going for. Y'all go check out this guy here. He's a big ugly guy too. But I don't like it. Oh, he's there. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, I'm going to give me another tight end.
Oscar, not the Grouch.
No, I get no linebacker. But I really don't think we really need a linebacker. I think we got enough in there. But
and they go Scoop.
yeah, I see Scooby way down there though.
Is Shad Banks still in there, or did he start rising up boards?
I think Banks froze up a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah, he must have got picked up already.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
He's rising up, boy. Then
I see you, Scooby, but I don't want you, Scooby.
See,
I'm gonna say somebody else who has good linebacking crew. USC usually always have good linebackers.
Yeah.
Ain't that the guy you was talking about?
Yeah, Gentry. And Gentry's cool. I like Gentry, but no. Let me see what he did this year. I didn't look him, but I did look him up a couple times. He's a box guy. He plays slide. See what his cover skill is. Cover
that 50 down there don't look good.
Yeah. Missed tackle rate, not bad. It ain't great. Pass rush, cover skill. Not bad in cover skill.
Well, it's not bad. I mean, it's above average.
Yeah, he's above average. But that was against Oregon. Everybody looked bad against Oregon. But yeah, that ain't great. But it's better than. Let me see what Scooby stuff.
Hey, I bet she better than JD Bertrand.
Hey, stop cussing.
Just saying.
Oh, he was number one in completion rate percentage, 33%. That's not bad. That's Scooby. How big is Scooby anyway?
Scooby.
6'2", 230. That's one of what's calling type guys though.
That's pretty good. I mean,
that's what's calling size.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
All right, so I ain't going there.
Where are you? I'm surprised that dang center is there.
I know I'm going right here.
Yeah.
Hemby.
Yeah. Damn it. Now look, he fell a lot. Parker Branch, he fell a whole bunch. That's a lot. That's a whole bunch right there. All right. Now I get my linebacker. I'm gonna take a chance on it, but I'm going right here. I'll probably get a D for him. All right, let's see what I got.
Hey, Miss Christy Lewis.
Hey, Miss Chris.
Got 2 awards.
Got 2. See that? I knew that was gonna be ugly, but I just did it because I'm stupid like that sometimes.
I mean, it's a D, so.
Still got a B out of it.
Hey, Scooby was a B.
Yeah, Scooby was a B.
How about that?
Got an A for Malik. Okay.
So that's me. Anyway.
Doopy.
Just say, man, you doing anything with that.
Plus, be confident you're supported by the largest dealer network in
Anybody want to do one, or we good for the day?
They're gonna finna jump on this Michigan game.
Yeah, do your thing, Tim. So, like I said, I won't go that long. I'm still
right
a little bit under the weather. So, anyway,
yes,
that's all, folks. I'm just going.
Nasty work with the trades.
Yeah. Get some picks, man. And like I said, don't be shocked, man. Y'all see us trade out that 48. I'm for real. I'm just saying. Don't be shocked if you see what's called getting traded game day. I mean, draft day.
Who?
Mike Hughes. Don't be shocked.
Bye,
Don't be
bye,
shocked.
Felicia.
So,
What about Jesse Bates?
I see we just bought what's called Jesse and what's called play two different positions. Because they got Jesse playing strong. What's called the guy we just brought in, Sidney. He's a free like Xavier. I can see him backing up Xavier more, or going down to that nickel spot and do what Billy did last year. If Billy ain't fully back in time,
he is versatile.
Yeah, so because he played cornerback in college too.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So it depends, man. I don't know what the hell they're doing. This is the first time I can say I don't know what the hell they're doing.
You really don't.
But it's more. It seems more organized than it has been in the past. How's that? Is that a fair word to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you could say that.
For sure.
He said you could have gotten a good interior guard in the second or third round. Yeah, but it's gonna be crazy, man. This draft gonna be crazy.
Miss Pam said she's gonna come up next week and do a mock draft.
All right. I'm still waiting on Maggie to give me the invite to come on the Ladybirds to do one, but she haven't done that yet. So, but yeah. Other than that, man, Mr. White, let them know where they can find you in from that, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm my fingers are running right now. Y'all can pull up on me at Mr. White Network to on the live watch on Michigan and St. Louis. Like he had a few hot minutes, and for the rest of the day actually.
Check him out.
Finna run this table on this coverage. A couple of games.
You doing live water? You doing out there live water? Live party?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have it. That's all day, bro.
Yeah. I logged in 5.5 hours yesterday.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And did
not yesterday, but Thursday, and did the SmackDown wrestling I watched last night.
yep.
How did that look last night? How did that go last night? I forgot it.
We did close to 300.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome right there, bro.
We did close to 300. These live watches they're getting, you know,
they take off, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Take off. They take off. Oh, by the way, let you guys in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna start a podcast for the Sonics.
Oh,
you guys not
yeah.
Okay.
If they come back, I want to be in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm up.
Yeah, that expansion.
I've always been a Sonic fan. So.
Yeah, that expansion. You got to put a team back in Seattle.
Yeah,
you got to.
You have to.
So if they do that, I'm still I ain't letting my Dirty Bird go ever. So, but
Right.
I've always been a Sonic fan. I always been a Camp Gary Payton guy. So that's been my world. But yeah, I still love my Hawks now. But this is on the business side. So yeah, I'm putting it out there. I saw the channel yesterday. So, but yeah.
They call you the sleeper agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, man. But yeah. Anyway, Big Ant, let them know what they can do. They can find you, man.
Hey, y'all already know. Y'all can find me on whatever AFN got going on, and as well as my OG brother Sam. And don't forget to tune in to the Regulators at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Until then, I'll probably pop in with OG Sam.
Yeah, me too. Probably me too. I gotta get some food in my system first.
Yeah, I gotta go make something to eat.
Yeah. All right. And Mr. Fresh.
All right, man. Come over to Almighty Sports Talk. You dig what I'm saying? Almighty anime reactions and Almighty Fresh GGs, my gaming channel. I will be live tonight, probably around 9:30. Doing Resident Evil again, but this is gonna be the Ada Wong story. So I'll be doing that tonight. Then tomorrow I'll be dropping Hell's Paradise 2 for my anime segment. And then you can always catch me on Mr. White's network. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, before we go, we got a
That's a good question right here.
From Justin 8006. Okay, 499. He said, y'all think we should address running back early in the draft for Tyler Edger replacement?
Not early.
Not early.
I think third, fourth round. About you should be able to.
I mean, that's about as early as we can go because we ain't got no first. So
we ain't got no first. We don't have any fifths. So
that may be a GM out there that's undrafted.
It could be. Yeah.
We've seen it happen before. But
Gotta
again,
keep your eyes open.
They could use Washington as that man. Washington could be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
A guy who I think gonna go undrafted is our guy from Georgia.
But he's why he didn't do the what's called pro day?
I don't know.
That is weird. He didn't do the pro day at all.
He was coming out and stuff, so I don't know why.
Maybe he did it in old school. I don't know.
Yeah, both of these teams is killing from deep.
So, but anyway, hey
geez.
man, like I said, thank you guys for joining us today, man. Appreciate everybody that came in the chat. Until tomorrow, like I said, regulators, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, 8 o'clock a.m. West Coast time. And in between that time, I don't know all that time shit. But check us out, man. Like I said, make sure you follow Fresh OG. OG's hey man, OG's out there. He I don't know. Y'all both may be Jamaican. OG's on every day.
Yeah, man, putting in his work, man.
Yeah,
I wish I could, but I'd be tired. That bus will give me headaches sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just throw it the back signal anytime, coach. I open the door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, man, appreciate it again. Like I said, thank you, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of y'all Saturday. Make sure you go if you want to watch some basketball, listen to commentate, man. Go check out OG, man. He be on all day. Oh no, he do be all day.
Yes, I'm finna run to it right now.
Yeah. So until then, man, peace. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day.
Hey.
Peace.